We're going to be speaking to our political analysts in Istanbul, Taha Avas and Onur Erim. Onur, let's start with you first of all. So both sides, US and Turkey, are seeing this as a win-win situation. What do you make of the decision to pause this offensive for 120 hours?
Well, it is, it depends on what the U.S. thinks for themselves as to whether this is a win or a lose. But President Erdogan, since day one of this operation, made it very, very clear that the number one, actually the foremost and probably only real gain that Turkey was looking to get out of this operation was to establish a safe zone for two reasons: for the border security of Turkey and to be able to move some of the Syrians back from Turkey to Syria to their own homes. And just yesterday or the day before, President Erdogan has reiterated this fact that if the U.S. or any other nations around the world wants this operation to stop, it's easy. The YPG, PKK, STF, whatever they want to call it, leave arms, destroy all their foxholes, and leave the area beyond the 20-mile mark or the 32-kilometer mark, and the operation would be over. Well, that's what exactly Trump had offered through Pence and Pompeo in Ankara today to President Erdogan. And as always, he held on his word, and that's exactly what he's doing. But he's very cautious. He's, there's apparently a 120-hour limit to do this. We'll have to anxiously wait and see and hope that this is the way it ends. This happens to be a very delicate place, a very delicate issue, and nobody wants to hurt one more soul than necessary.
President Erdogan had wanted the help of the US before Operation Peace Spring to establish this safe zone along the border. The Americans were very slow to agree. They dragged their feet, and in the end, President Erdogan went ahead without them. So why didn't the US do it before? Why have they waited for 9 days of Operation Peace Spring before agreeing to do what Turkey asked them to do before?
I'll answer that question once somebody can answer the fact that why did they wait this many years aligning themselves with YPG, PKK, instead of their NATO ally of nearly that there's a relationship for more than 130 years between two countries. They've been a long-standing ally, a NATO partner, a strategic partner at one point, as they pointed out. So I don't know why they waited nine days to do this. But more of a question is, why did they align themselves and kept that relationship with YPG, PKK over the years? I think that's a bigger question than that.
Yeah, and on the subject of the relationship, and when we heard Mike Pence there paying tribute to the strong relationship between Turkey and the US, I mean, undoubtedly that relationship has been shaky at times. Is this agreement for a ceasefire and facilitating the withdrawal of YPG forces, is that going to help put the relationship back on track, do you think?
Hopefully, it'll definitely be a start. I don't know if it'll be enough to repair it, just with one incident. But it's a big step by the U.S. Let's not forget, this is, and I'm talking about literally from a military history standpoint or a view. This was the first and the second only time where U.S. had pulled back militarily after Vietnam. So this was a big step for them. Is this going to be enough to repair the years of damaging relationship, mostly by the U.S., not over just YPG, but also because of FETÖ and a couple other things in between. But it's definitely a big start. I think the U.S. Internationally paid a big price to get to this point, and we hope that in sense of solidarity internationally, along the same lines of Western values, I hope that U.S. sees a lot more in Turkey than they would in a terrorist organization like YPG, STF, or PKK.
Onur, thank you very much indeed for that. Onur Erim in Istanbul.